Hello, everyone. Today we're going to be looking into Operation Bring Harry Home. So it was reported last night that Harry is wanting to come home to, reconnect to his roots, build a relationship with the Prince of Wales and his father, His Majesty King Charles. So we're going to have a look into that for you today and see what really is going on. Is there some kind of conspiracy to bring Harry back across? Now, I don't believe Harry likes Britain. I always get the vibe that he'd rather just burn it to the ground than ever come back. But we'll see what says in the cards say today. We'll just have a look. As you can see, I'm in a different location. I'm in God's country. I'm up in Scotland at the minute. But I thought I would just do this reading for you just to see how everything's going, just to check in on this story. We're going to start with Harry. We're going to move on to Megsy. And if we've got some other time, we'll pull some cards for the rest of them. So if you are new here, please hit the subscribe button. Everyone else, please share my video out. It really helps me out. So thank you so much. So if you are new, I work in layers. So I'm going to do one layer for Harry, and I'll use a Celtic cross spread. And then I'm going to use one layer for Megan, and I'll use a different deck, and I'll do a Celtic cross spread. And then I'll pull some other cards because I've got some spicy, snarky cards that are very good at, getting to the heart of the matter, if you will. So yeah, also I'm on a little bit of a different table. It might have a little bit of a wobble on it. It's not secure as my tarot table at home. It's just what's in our little caravan here. So, it's cool. If I am wobbling, it's because I'm fat. Okay, let's have a look. Let's have a go. Let's see what Harry wants with his stories. With these stories that he is coming back from outer space. Of course, not bringing Megatron. Now, I don't think they're going to stay married much longer. I mean, I do wish them a very miserable and long marriage for all of the pain that they caused Prince Philip before he passed. I know that sounds salty, but they also caused the Queen a lot of pain. Remember, the Oprah interview was just before Prince Philip passed. And if the Queen had lived another 6 months, she would have had to endure Spare, the Netflix debacle as well. And just before she passed as well, there was, of course, the Cut interview. So I'm a little bit salty about that. So Lord knows what the royal family feels. So let's have a look, see, Harry, why is this story coming out now? Ace of Swords is in reverse. Ooh. Straight away, that's a bit of a no. That is a bit of a no. There might be some issues with legalities that he's dealing with, that he's frustrated with. Things are not going his way contractually. This could be Netflix coming to an end, of course. Now, there was rumours online this week that Netflix have parted ways and an announcement is imminent. And that would match my timeline for tarot reading if it comes out within the next 6 months that Netflix and Megatron and Harry are consciously uncoupling, as we say. But that Ace of Swords in reverse, that is definitely something's not going well. It can also link the Ace of Swords in reverse as being cruelty and mind games. So bear that in mind when we see what's crossing over him. Let's have a look. The Tower in reverse. Okay. He's definitely going through it. Definitely going through it. Unfortunately, everything that is happening to him with the Tower when it is upright, it's a disaster. It's out of your control. It's the unforeseen. It's your house getting flooded. It's somebody writing off your car and it wasn't your fault. It's a shock. It's your business going bust because something happened with the economy. It's the unforeseen. It's out of your control. When it is in reverse like that, there's a little bit of a karmic twist to it. So very much whatever he's going through and however he's suffering has been an accumulation of his behavior and his actions that have brought this energy to him. Let's see what's above the situation. There we go. Knight of Swords. Now, the Knight of Swords is in reverse, and the Knight of Swords to me is you can have characters in the tarot. The Knight of Swords is somebody who's more kind of, I would say, their security, their armed services. You're talking about the three-letter agencies. When it's in a reverse, though, it's something that he's not receiving. He doesn't feel like he's receiving enough security. This is a big thing for him. And there's a big driver for him with this. So I feel like this could be a play to get his relevancy back with the royal family, so it impacts his security case. Very much so. There must be a massive issue with money. They must have behaved awfully at Netflix, or something's going wrong somewhere else, because there's a self-own here, and that Knight of Swords above, that is a massive issue with security there. Underneath, we have the Lovers in reverse. All things aren't good with Megsy either. There's potential splits. Now, I don't think they've been living together for a while. I don't believe they've been living together for months. I think he's starting to realize, finally getting through that amazingly dense brain of his, that there is an issue with his relationship. If Nigeria didn't do it, with her pushing to the front of everything and leaving the real prince behind, then I'm sure Colombia must have just done the trick. The Lovers in reverse, split, unharmony. He's not healing. With the Lovers being in reverse as well, it could be a Gemini in on the situation, but also it could be the fact that he's really realized that the grass isn't always greener, and he can't run from his problems. Like, all of those bad memories, all of those things are located down in more or less into the southeast of England, right? And he thought going away to the sunny California would kind of ease his heartache, but I don't believe it has. And he knows he's not healing. He knows he's not getting better from that. Which is interesting, because he does use his, I would say, and I'm not being crass here, I know it's just the anniversary of the late Diana's passing, but he uses his mother's headstone like some kind of shield. It's a deflection all the time, where William doesn't seem to go into that at all. What's leaving the situation? The Knight of Cups is in reverse. Oh, the shallowness of it all. He's come very disenfranchised, very disheartened with people in Hollywood. And it's interesting, he doesn't see it as he won't see it as their failings. He sees it as his failings, sorry. He sees it as their failings. I said this in 2019, and I'm going to say it again, because Lady C actually mentioned that she thinks he's a narc as well. But in 2019, I did a reading, and I was like, is Harry a narc too? And I got he was, because everything is always everybody else's fault. And that reading has played out the test of time, if you will. Let's have a look and see what's coming up for him. Loss of control with the Four of Coins, loss of financial stability. Again, it's all spend, no save. Terrible with money. Money is going absolutely everywhere. They've chucked a lot of money at a lot of, I would say, pipe dreams and daft projects. Dodgy watches. Beige clothing, you name it. They've thrown money, and they are losing money. We've got two big money cards here. Sorry. The Seven of Coins is in reverse. The Four of Coins is in reverse. One of the things that would make his life so much easier is if he didn't have to pay for his own security. And this is I know I keep going on about the security, but this is a big thing for him. It's a big cost that is going to if he got IPP. be remedied by the fact that whatever country he's in, the taxpayer is paying that for him. The Eight of Swords is in reverse around him. The Eight of Swords in reverse. This is a way out. He is wanting to get some kind of way out. He's up to, yeah, there's money again. He is up to his neck in debt. Ace of Pentacles, what is in the position of what he's worried about. Money, loss of control, and money. Now, Ace of Pentacles, when it is in reverse, it means he's worried. He's on a losing streak, and it's just going to keep getting worse and worse and worse. The thing is, people, they've shown the products, and nobody really wants to buy it. And there's the Star, that in reverse as well. So he's hopeful. But it's going to be with the Star in reverse. That's Aquarius in reverse, basically. So it's going to be cold. It's going to be weird for him. It's not going to be an easy time for him. It's not going to be easy. There's a lot of reversals in this deck. In fact, everyone is a reversal. Let's be honest. It's just all reversed. There was a big issue with him and Megsy, and him not healing and realizing the grass isn't always greener. With the Knight of Swords in reverse above, I still am adamant that he wants the security paid. And there's a loss of control, which indicates that things are going to get worse for him before it gets better. Let's look at Megsy. Let's see what her view on this story is. She's all right. She wants to stand for herself. Okay. She thinks she's almost like, when I've been reading on Megsy very much with the Nine of Pentacles there, she feels like she's done 2 pseudo royal tours so far this year, and she's starting to feel like she's accomplished something. She's getting somewhere. She's going somewhere. It's all good, you know. What's crossing over the Knight of Pentacles? Harry is on a devaluation cycle. He is cramping her style. She thinks she's all that, and she's getting to the point where she doesn't need him, which is really dangerous for Preparation H, because now she's at that kind of juncture where she doesn't really have a use for him. She doesn't even have to be civil. The Lovers in reverse underneath. It's a massive risk, is what's known about the situation. And the Eight of Swords. Interesting how we have the Eight of Swords in reverse, what's surrounding Harry. So I do feel like somebody has reached out to him, an old friend, to try and get him free. But we have the Eight of Swords up right now. The Eight of Swords is not knowing which way to go forward, not knowing how you're going to get there. Harry's hoping somebody's going to reach on in, or somebody has reached on in, sorry, to pull him out. Megsy thinks it's a big risk and could backfire on her brand. There's an element of risk in there with the Fool in reverse, and she knows in her mind it's not going to work out. None of this is going to work out, but it's putting her in a good position because she's got the Nine of Pentacles there. She thinks it's going to put her in a good position. Let's see what's leaving the situation. 10 of Pentacles. Money, wealth. I think, like I've said, there's a very wealthy kind of family surrounding them. I do feel like, I haven't looked into it, I do feel like it's the Kennedys. The ones that I've just disavowed, RFK Jr., they have like some awards. It was in New York, and Harry and Meghan went there. And it was the time they went to New York to pick up an award. It was an award for anti-racism within the Royal Institution. I mean, geez. Let's have a look what's coming up. 5 of Swords. Ooh. There's a loss of control for Harry, and the 5 of Swords in reverse for Megsy. So there's a detail that she's overlooked. I wonder if someone's going to come out and say something about her that she's not going to like. I wonder if there is going to be a leak. Interesting, because we're talking specifically about Harry here. 8 of Wands, she's loving this. There's all of this stuff in the press. 6 of Swords is a journey. She wants him to kind of go and have some relevancy with the royals. She's all for this because she's all anything that gets them drama. She is a drama, I don't know, drama addict, a drama queen, drama something. She wants to give the impression that they have moved on and they can, but she wants it all to play into her narrative. She doesn't really give a damn about Harry at this point. Harry is still confused by his own gaslighting of his own self for so many years. He's also confused by the gaslighting he's received by Megsy. Like, I think she's narcissist as well. I think she's just, more intelligent and capable than he is, and she knows how to play him. Queen of Swords. Okay. Interesting. There's quite a lot of Queens of Swords around Megsy. You have got Oprah, Ellen, and Kim Kardashian. All of those are air signs. So that could be something to do with one of those, because Queen of Swords relates to an air sign. Or it could be one of Megsy's political friends. Like, well, I don't think Kamala Harris is a friend of Megsy, but I do know Kamala Harris is also a Libra, which is an air sign. Or it could just be reference to a female politician. And there's the Ace of Cups. Gaslighting, unrequited love, all of those things. She's either going to try and pretend to be Diana 2.0 again for the 15th time and fail at it, or she's going to gaslight about something. She's going to make up a story for either sympathy. She's going to basically MK Ultra herself, convince herself of her greatness. Like, the star is in reverse at that point for Harry, so there's a coldness there. So I don't think these plans are going to come off particularly well, or how he wants them to. I don't think people are going to fling their arms open and let him on in. There's a definite Ice Queen moment there with that star in reverse there. It's going to be weird. It could be beneficial eventually, but it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. Okay. Let's just ask a few cards. So I'm going to use this deck. It's very sassy. So let's have a look and see. I'm just going to say, does Harry really want to move back to the UK, even if it is part-time? Does he want to? Oh, I know. Do you know what I'm going to ask? I'm going to say, is this a grift to get something to represent the Commonwealth? Sorry, guys, in Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, and Canada, it's one of those things. Is this a grift for Harry to represent the Commonwealth as well? Does he want to represent the Commonwealth? Okay. It's an afterthought. He's trying to play a game. So this is like very much an afterthought. It's kind of one of his bargaining chips with the controller in reverse, but he hasn't got the gumption necessary to use it as a kind of like, look, I won't do anything in like to step on anyone's toes, but I could go and do it in the Commonwealth. It's basically a bargaining chip for that. And then He's faking it. Absolutely faking it. He doesn't know what he wants to be. The broken bed. Unsettled. I think it could be a chip. I don't get it straight away. I don't think he's going for, like, he isn't going for the Commonwealth thing straight away. I think he doesn't even realize it's necessarily in reserve right at this moment. I think this is, with the LARPer coming in, I think this is just him dressing up and playing at it to try and get relevance. The broken bed is in reverse. Like I say, a lot of this is his own doing. He's going to have to fix things himself. He's done a lot of damage from California, and he could do a lot of repairing without coming to the UK. There is no need necessarily for him to come to the UK. He's playing at it for a extent, and I feel like with the control in reverse as well, there's an element of losing control here. He is spinning badly. Let's have a look at Megan. What would Megan do if he came back to the UK for a month? Oh yeah, I mean, she'll be busy. She'll be busy. She's got a revolving door there. People coming in, people going out. You know what I mean? I think she's going to be quite busy. Okay, what's next? Everything on tick. There's going to be some big spending. There's going to be some big credit applied. There's going to be a lot of money spent. Okay. And she's going to burn us. She will be everywhere. If he comes back to the UK for a month. Now, there was the memorial service. It wasn't the funeral. It was the memorial service for Lord Fellows this week. And it's interesting to me how that happened, and Harry was over in the UK for like 24 hours. And all of a sudden, US Weekly have got all these puff pieces about Archie and Lilybucks and something about Megsy and Harry. I mean, like, come on, girl, you're so transparent at this point. She's going to basically burn herself out if he leaves. If he goes back to the UK for a couple of weeks or a few months later this year, she is going to, or early next year, she's going to burn herself out. I really feel like there's a lot. I think there's some other things to happen before Harry comes back. There's an element of a loss of control. There's a leak about something with Megsy in this story, or some details they haven't overlooked. They have overlooked about it. I feel like when the star is in reverse, it's kind of like a cold rejection. And when the Ace of Cups is in reverse as well, there's loads of gaslighting. So I feel like it's going to happen later. So it could well be early 2025 to mid 2025. But these people lead very full lives, and their cards and experiences change quicker than us normal ones. Usually this is 3 to 6 months, 6 to 12 months. But with Harry and Megsy, this could be like in a month, 2 months. All of it happens. That's what it usually happens anyway. It usually happens a lot quicker. But we could say 2025 for a possible Dumb Prince return. But we don't want them all the time, America. You've got to have them back. It's only fair, you know. After you gave us Megsy, you can have them back for a little bit. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for being here. If you've managed to get to this far, thank you very much. And leave me a little Scottish flag in the comments if you've managed to get this far. Thank you very much for being here, and I will be uploading and hopefully live streaming at some point this week. So I will see you all soon for some more readings. Take care of yourselves. Bye, everyone.